Welcome to A Slice with Dice, where we explore the real-life experiences of school leadership. I'm Corey Alderdice, Executive Director of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I'm a seasoned school administrator of specialized programs and will share personal reflections, lessons learned, and insights from the ever-evolving world of education. Whether you're a teacher, leader, parent, or simply passionate about schools, join me as we dive into the challenges and triumphs of guiding schools and shaping our communities. Here's this week's thought. We're diving into the voices of Generation Z in Arkansas, as captured by the 2024 Gallup-Walton Family Foundation report released just last week. And in case you think that the youth today are still millennials eating avocado toast, Gen Z actually encompasses young people born between 1997 and 2012. Now, this report provides an in-depth look at how young people in Arkansas perceive their education, well-being, and future. Today, we'll explore what these insights mean for educators, policymakers, and all of us who work to support and inspire the next generation. Let's start with something positive: the level of engagement among Arkansas's Gen Z students. According to the report, 82% of young Arkansans agree or strongly agree that they have at least one teacher who makes them excited about the future. Now, this is a big deal, considering the national average is only 75%. It's clear that many Arkansas educators are doing something right, creating connections with students that not only make learning enjoyable, but also inspire hope for the future. But the good news doesn't stop there. The report also found that 69% of Arkansas students said they learned something interesting in the past week. Compare that to just 59% nationally, and it's evident that Arkansas schools are succeeding in making education engaging and relevant. Another 69% believe their schoolwork is important, again, higher than the national average of 60%. So what does this tell us? Well, it's a reminder that when students feel their education is meaningful and connected to the future, they're much more likely to be engaged. And this level of engagement is crucial not just for academic success, but for personal development as well. But while those figures are encouraging, they also highlight the need to keep pushing forward. Continued investment in teacher support, curriculum development, and school culture will be key to sustaining and building on this positive momentum. Now let's shift gears and talk about what happens after high school. Here, the picture is a bit more complicated. The report shows that 74% of Arkansas Gen Zers aged 12 to 18 want to pursue college after high school, and that's higher than the national average of 68%, which suggests that Arkansas's youth see higher education as a critical step toward achieving their goals. But there's a catch. When it comes to actual enrollment, only 64% of Gen Zers aged 19 to 27 reported enrolling in college right after high school. And nationally, that figure jumps to 80%. The gap between aspiration and reality raises some important questions, like, why aren't more young Arkansans making it to college, even though they want to? The report doesn't dive into specific reasons, but it does highlight common challenges. The cost of living and the cost of education are major obstacles for many young people, both in Arkansas and nationwide. These financial pressures can make the dream of college feel out of reach, even for the most motivated students. Addressing these barriers, whether through scholarships, grants, or more affordable tuition, is crucial if we want to help these young people achieve their dreams. Another interesting point from the report is that only 73% of Gen Zers believe a bachelor's degree is important for achieving their goals, compared to 77% nationally. And this might reflect a growing awareness of alternative pathways like vocational training, internships, apprenticeships, entrepreneurship that don't require a traditional four-year degree. But it also suggests that we need to do a better job of helping young people navigate their options and find the right path for their future. Next, let's talk about the overall well-being of Arkansas's Gen Zers. Here, the report paints a mixed picture. On one hand, only 45% of young Arkansans are considered to be thriving. Now, that's slightly below the national average of 51%. Gallup defines thriving as giving high ratings to both your current life and your future expectations. So, when less than half of these young people are thriving, it suggests that many are struggling with issues like economic uncertainty, mental health challenges, or other stressors. But there's another side to the story. The report also found that 50% of Arkansas's Gen Zers strongly agree that they know their core values. And nationally, only 38% can say the same. This sense of self awareness and purpose is incredibly important. Knowing what you stand for and what matters most to you can provide a strong foundation, especially in times of uncertainty. And when asked what makes a great life, young Arkansans prioritize happiness, financial stability, and close relationships with friends and family. Now, these are all values we can relate to. The report also highlights some regional differences. For example, Arkansas's Gen Zers are more likely to place a high value on a good spiritual or religious life and on having children compared to their peers nationwide. I think these findings reflect the cultural value and societal environment of Arkansas, which tends to emphasize more traditional values. So, what does all of this mean for the future? The insights from the Gallup-Walton Family Foundation report provide a valuable snapshot of the next generation of emerging adults. They're engaged in their education, aspirational about their futures, and deeply rooted in their values. But they also face significant challenges, particularly when it comes to accessing higher education and achieving overall life satisfaction. For educators, policymakers, and community leaders, these findings are a call to action. Supporting Arkansas's Gen Z means addressing the barriers they face, whether it's the cost of college or the stresses of modern life. But it also means nurturing the strengths they already possess, like their engagement in school and their sense of strong values. By investing in education, providing financial support for higher education, and creating environments where young people can thrive, we can help ensure that this generation leads Arkansas toward a bright and prosperous future. As we think about the future of Arkansas and the role that Gen Z will play, this study should remind us all of the importance of both listening to and seeking to understand the voices of our youth. They're not just the leaders of tomorrow, they can also be the change makers of today. After all, it takes both leaders who are established as well as those rising up working together to build a better future for us all.
A Slice with Dice is a production of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I hope today's reflection sparked some thoughts for your own journey. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. Let's keep learning and leading together. Until next time, keep striving for growth and excellence. Thanks for tuning in.